at the shooting guard position. At 6'3" number 8, Colin Sexton.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Looking now at the lineup for the teams tonight, some names out of action.
And it feels really early to be already missing players from the lineup. How these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
The starters for Utah, Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Clarkson the 2, and Markkanen is the 3. And it's Hill in at the point. And for Chicago, we've got Colin Sexton. Jaylen Smith is out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Ball, and it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. And this, a rivalry that spans across conferences, Stan.
Yeah, look, Brian, they've had their battles over the years. And the fact that they only play each other twice a season adds to the magnitude of the matchup. It's going to be intense.
Markkanen for 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, look, you know Markkanen has this kind of range. That defense has got to get out on him.
There's Ball with a 3, pure from three-point range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Hill finds Collins. Clarkson for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
Showing that competitive spirit, Clarkson really wanted to get them right back.
Hill against Ball. Smith outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Pick by Smith. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Hill for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree, Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach. Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now here's Ball. Outside, Williams. Here's Sensabaugh. And he buries his first look.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Ball with a steal. Here's Sexton. And again, it's Chicago.
The ridiculous speed of Sexton. When the break is on, he knows how to flourish.
Collins with a screen on Ball. Pass to Markkanen. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make the free throws.
It's time to get loud for your 3-1-2 Bruno.
While we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
Collins against Williams. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Ball finds Smith. Back to Ball. for three. Sinks the tray. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
When you peek at Lonzo's three-point numbers, they illustrate how much time Ball's put into his shot.
Hill with it, guarded now by Williams. Here's Kessler. Misses the three.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Fires the three, and Ball with the basket. The assist by Sexton. Ball's got 9.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Yeah, he's not just a perimeter shooter. Markkanen will take it right at you.
Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Sensabaugh. Picked by Smith. Sensabaugh, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Oh, man, I hate this. And we see it all too often. Injury is such a big part of this game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
Utah making a switch here. Duarte's checked in. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. Number 1, the Jazz.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
Now here's Hill. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Pass to Kessler. Drops in the layup for 2.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
And here's Sexton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
Boy, oh boy, both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Hill, and Collins with the big block. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
A team player through and through. Get open, and Sexton will send the ball your way.
Oh, got that one up quick. Hill's got 11 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive level.
Ball passes to Collins. Back to Ball. Going inside. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. For Chicago, Bruce Ellis is checked in for Smith. Josh Giddey comes in for Sexton. And it's Trey Jones in for Ball. Reed's checked in for Utah. Craig comes in for John Collins. Clock at 6. Jones with the ball. And it's Hill picking him up now. Collins. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
And Jones is a dependable floor general. Someone you can trust to facilitate an offense and find his guys.
Now here's Hill. He's got 11. Stolen by Giddey. All alone on the break. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got his second bucket of the night.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Now an update on Lauri Markkanen from Allie LaForce. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, I was able to talk with Utah's head athletic trainer about his status, and he told me that after his initial exam, it doesn't appear to be anything major. He's not returning tonight. Shouldn't be out too long, but we'll see. Guys, back to you.
Well, and Allie, it appears that he needs some work done before he comes back to this one.
And we all know that if it's something he can play through, he'll be back, no doubt.
Here's Sensabaugh. Back to Jones. Shoots over Hill. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Utah leading. Now Hill. Pass to Alexander Walker. Another three for Utah.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Here's Sensabaugh. .26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he can't get that one. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. And it's an 8-point Utah lead.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Jazz out in front, up by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Will stand for the Bulls. The DeRozan, Levine, Vucevic era didn't lead to the playoff success they hoped for.
No, Brian, 2 losses in the play-in tournament and just 1 playoff appearance, which resulted in a quick first-round exit. Changes were definitely necessary.
Trey Jones is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Williams. And it's Collins in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Here's Duarte. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Jones. Hill with the steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. Another 3 for Utah.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Now here's Giddey, covered by Alexander Walker. To the inside, here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Yeah, I just love the game of Giddey. Looks for others first. A great guy to play with.
Hill against Jones. Here's the teardrop. It's deflected. Outside Giddey. Pass to Horton-Tucker. Collins a screen. It's Horton-Tucker with a drive. Soft touch off the glass. Horton-Tucker's got his first 2 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Hill against Jones. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Craig is checked in for Utah. Alexander Walker comes in for Clarkson. Bulls trail by 8. Giddey passes to Collins. Now here's Jones. Pass to Phillips. Back to Jones. Off target from three-point range. Utah has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Nails it from 3.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. You can't ask for a better look. And he capitalizes.
Hill against Jones. Hill the pass to Duarte. Craig with a screen on Jones. Hill. And it's Utah scoring again.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Pass to Giddey. Driving inside, and the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Some changes for Chicago. Smith comes in for Phillips, and it's Colin Sexton in for Jones. Stan, how do you think the Utah Jazz have fared with a relatively young squad?
Well, Brian, I'd say admirably. It's not easy to be the less experienced team figuring things out all the time, but they continue to grow and work and get better.
The Bulls trail by 8. For 3, Sexton. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, there's the sleight of hand by Sexton, launching quickly.
It's Hill with the drive. Here's Duarte. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Duarte's got 9.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And it's Sexton. That time on the assist by Collins.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Pass to Duarte. Craig with a screen on Giddey. Here's Hill. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
And they were shocked by this team twice last year. They just didn't play well.
For Chicago, Williams has checked in. A big group substitution here for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Craig. Collins comes in for Alexander Walker. Clarkson's checked in for Duarte. And it's Hill in for Hood Schifino. And it's Sexton on the take. Good D by Kessler. Jazz leading by 8. Kessler, a screen on ball. Hill, the pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
And Kessler is so smart down there. Focuses on taking high percentage shots within his range.
Chicago has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Here's Sensabaugh. Rebound, Utah.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Hill finds Reed. Hits a three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
That'll do it for the first half. Jazz out in front. They lead by 13. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Chicago Bulls.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And now a subject that's always of interest, player movement around the league.
What a gigantic trade. The team made it clear they wanted to get Brandon Ingram, a swingman who's developed impressive range. He can score, dish off the dribble, and his growth over the years has been fun to watch.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so here is Chicago. It's a 13-point game. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Chris Duarte. And it's Hill in at the 1.
Some very clever ball handling from Sexton, getting himself some room to work with.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Chicago shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Will stand in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian, and guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jaylen Brunson, 2nd-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star. Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Hill with it, guarded now by Ball. Knocks it down from distance. Duarte's got 14.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Sexton. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive board. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Kessler, a screen on Ball. Hill, the pass to Kessler. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. Kessler's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Shot's good by Hill.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Pass to Sensabaugh. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. No problems knocking that one down. He's got 13.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And now the Bulls in transition. Ball finds Williams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Will stand since trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in 2022. The Utah Jazz have done some reshaping of their roster.
Yeah, and Brian, it's clear that they're not done. The tinkering continues. They're going to continue to move pieces around until they find what they think can become a championship contending team.
Clarkson outside. Collins with a screen on Ball. Hill the pass to Collins. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Count that bucket. Kessler's gotten 4 this quarter.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. Reed's checked in for John Collins. Hill against ball. Left side, Hill. Reed to screen on ball. Hill. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Hill's got 34.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Smith no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Reed sets a screen. Hill for three. Connects from downtown. Hill's got 37.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Sexton misses. Jazz leading by 14. Outside, Hill. Utah, the rebound. It's good. Reed's got 5 points.
Just one of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place. Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Here's Hill. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Hill's got 39. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Reed to screen on Ball. Left side Reed. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And Ball throws it down.
Filling it up. Lonzo Ball, more than a passer.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Ball against Hill. Pass to Duarte. From outside the arc. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Ball, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Craig is checked in for Utah. Alexander Walker comes in for Clarkson. Craig finds Hill. Craig with a screen. Outside Reed. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three to fall. Reed's got 5 points in the quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Ball passes to Giddey. Tries the spin move. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Horton Tucker. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Horton Tucker's got 5 now.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Ball against Hill. Ball no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Craig with a screen. Hill for 3. Horton Tucker grabs the miss. Fires from way outside. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Utah Jazz in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Zach Collins. Trey Jones is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker, and it's Phillips in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league, and when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. Reed sets a screen. Hill drives in. Reed passes to Alexander Walker. Reed sets a screen. Hill with it, picked up by Collins. Reed for 3, sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
And the Jazz lead by 20.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Collins with a screen on Hill. Here's Jones. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
Really not where we normally see Jones operate, but good for him to grow his comfort zone a little.
Hill against Jones. And he comes up with a bucket. Hill's got 44.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivering.
Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Reed sets a screen. Out to Craig. 4-3. Yet another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Jones, the pass to Collins. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Collins with a screen on Clarkson. Stolen by Reed. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Utah.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A line change here for Chicago. Forte, he's checked in for Utah. But Schifino comes in. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game.